This is the best resin 3D printer that Elegoo has ever made. This is their brand new Elegoo Saturn 4 Ultra 16K. And the 16K resolution update isn't even the best thing about this new resin 3D printer from Elegoo. And yes, Elegoo did release the Saturn 4 Ultra last year. However, they listened to a lot, and I do mean a lot, of the feedback from the community. And I'm so happy that they did, because they have now built in this integrated heater directly into the vat of this resin 3D printer. That means as you're printing, it's gonna actively keep the resin in the vat warm and heated at an optimal temperature throughout the entire printing process. One of the other awesome benefits of this 3D printer is that it not only is gonna heat while it's printing, but it also does a preheat cycle that it's gonna help preheat the resin that you might have poured into it as you're starting your print job, and it's even gonna mix the resin as it's heating up the resin. And to top that even further, there is even an option in the printer that if you wanted to pre-warm the resin before you even start a print job, you can actively do that. And to answer a few questions about the vat heating, no, you can't set the temperature. It's automatically gonna default to, I think it's 30°C is the default that's gonna preheat or warm your resin to. I think it's in between 25 and 30 it tries to keep it at. And you can disable that if you did not want to be printing with the vat heating. And there's an additional setting to activate the preheating option if you wanna have it sit here and preheat before you start your print job. And just as a user scenario that I've really enjoyed so far while printing with this is while I'm actively slicing up my files, I'm preheating the resin here in the vat, getting it ready to print. And as soon as I have the files ready, I can remotely send it via Wi-Fi directly to this 3D printer and have the print job started. And it just starts because everything's preheated. Now, a lot of the same features that you find on the Saturn 4 Ultra are gonna be here on the Saturn 4 Ultra 16K version of this 3D printer. However, there are a few differences in the overall build of this printer. And as you just saw, it has the same flip top design here where you're gonna no longer have to take this on or off. It's just gonna flip straight back. It also has the same tilting vat mechanism that we saw on the Saturn 4 Ultra as well as the Mars 5 Ultra. And one immediate call out that I'm glad to see that they've added is a better way to handle the build plate by adding these little handles on the very top that it makes it easier to grip so that you can more easily remove the build plate from the 3D printer. And yes, the Saturn 4 Ultra build plate is the exact same as this, other than those little handles on the top. So if you wanted to use the Saturn 4 Ultra build plate, it should work just as well here on the Saturn 4 Ultra 16K. The vat has also modified slightly from the original Saturn 4 Ultra. Not only do we have the probes on the underside that are also connected directly to the printer itself, that's gonna enable the heating element directly inside the vat, but they've also added these little grips on the side of the build plate just to make it easier to handle while you're working with the printer. I also believe that those grips have been added because you don't wanna be handling a hot vat once your print has finished. And unlike the Saturn 4 Ultra that has a 12K resolution display, this one now has a 16K resolution screen. Now, to be honest, I can't quite see the difference, and we'll take a look at that when we get to the prints, but anything like over 10,000, 8,000, I have a really hard time spotting the difference, but all of the prints are looking really crispy and clean. Easily some of the best detail that you're gonna be able to get out of these resin 3D printers off of a 16K display. Now, I don't exactly know why, but the build volume is slightly smaller than the original Saturn 4 Ultra. The build volume on the 16K comes in at 211.68 by 118.37 by 220. The 16K also comes with that intelligent camera that they have built in that should help auto detect if you have print failures or anything like that. I didn't really have anything fail on me, so I was having a hard time testing that out, but fingers crossed that works as intended. But they did add a light to this, so help you better view this with the lid closed, which I think was a nice added feature. Also, if you're working directly in Shitu Box, you'll be able to view your time lapses as well as that camera and send files wirelessly to this 3D printer. And there's no more dongle on the side of the printer like we saw on the Saturn 4 Ultra. It's directly built directly into the 3D printer, so no dongle needed for the Wi-Fi support. And just like the Saturn 4 Ultra, the 16K also has that built-in resin setting testing option that if you wanted to test some of your resin 3D prints or different settings, you can run that directly here on the printer once you have a file set up. This also has the ability to enable a standard mode or a fast mode, which I completely forgot about until I was way later on in the process of 3D printing some of the objects for this video. So don't forget to turn that into the fast mode. I don't see any reason why you'd want to print in the standard mode unless you're you're having a really difficult time with a particular resin. And once you have this printer connected to your network, assuming that it has internet access, you can also download firmware updates directly to this, and it will prompt you when those are available. And yes, it also comes with a bib or drip tray. Make sure when you're unboxing your 3D printer, there is a cardboard box that contains this, yet you don't throw it out. I've seen so many people mention that they didn't get a drip tray and that they accidentally threw this out because they didn't see it inside of the cardboard packaging, because this thing weighs next to nothing. Now, before we take a look at some of the awesome things that I printed, I wanted to mention that Elegoo is the sponsor of today's video. They are the makers of this Saturn IV Ultra 16K resolution resin 3D printer that's gonna allow you to print incredibly fast thanks to that tilting vat mechanism. And to mention it again, my favorite part of this resin 3D printer is that heated vat. That's gonna further enable you to have more successful prints regardless of the ambient temperature of the room that you're working in. Not to mention, if you pair this with Elegoo's new wash and cure station, this is gonna allow you to not only wash and cure your resin 3D prints, and that build plate for the Saturn IV Ultra is specifically designed to fit perfectly inside of this larger wash and cure station. I will obviously have links down below to this 3D printer as well as the wash and cure station from Elegoo, and if you're interested in more information about it, you'll find links to those down below. All right, so I mentioned it earlier in the video, but when I started printing with this 3D printer, I forgot that there was a fast setting that I needed to enable. So the first handful of these prints are all gonna be using the standard speed setting option here on this machine. So technically, these should have printed faster than what I'll be listing here on screen. Now, I really wanted to maximize the build volume as best I could on the X and Y, so I printed this crazy file that I found from Witchsong Miniatures that turned out awesome. This was printed in Elegoo's Rapid Gray resin, and honestly, from a first set of test prints, I don't think I could have really gotten a better result here than what I received on this. I ended up reprinting the hands because the supports, I didn't quite have my settings dialed in. I just sort of threw settings at this and got to printing. So I reprinted the hands and then got this thing assembled, and it looks so good. Lots of great details, not really seeing any issues on this. Again, that 16K resolution is gonna provide you with a lot of clarity and detail on your prints. I then wanted to print something for my buddy Fotis Mint. This is a staple of my resin 3D printing progress here. And so I found this Constantine bust that has all this crazy detail on his jacket that this printer picked up perfectly. This print turned out absolutely fantastic. And when it comes to resin 3D printing, one of the most popular things to print are 32mm scale miniatures. So I printed these from Loot Studios. And obviously everything turned out absolutely incredible here with all of these miniatures. No issues 3D printing these. If anything, I just need to play around with some of my exposure settings because I think I could actually print these with an even lower exposure setting than I'm currently printing at. And two of those that I really liked, I wanted to print them even larger, so I printed them at the 75mm scale. And these, again, turned out incredible here using this vibrant purple Prusament resin. Next, I wanted to try and print something that had a lot of smooth curves just to see how this would fare with printing, just to see if we could see any of the exposed layer lines on this. So I found this peace sign glove by Printed Forge 3D, and it printed so nice here in this purple Prusament resin. And after getting it cleaned up and taking a closer look at it, you really can't see any of the layering at 0.05 layer height. And even on the very tip top where the fingers tops are where you can very faintly see some of the ringing from the layer lines. And finally, I printed this crazy detailed dragon that Fotis Mint had commissioned, and it printed spectacularly in this deep blue resin. And I honestly can't find any flaws with this print. It turned out so incredibly good, coming in at just, I think, 5.5 hours for this to fully print. And the one thing that we haven't talked about yet is the pricing for this new printer. It's gonna be launching today starting at $520. So a little bit more expensive than the standard Saturn IV Ultra, but with that heated vat and bump in resolution, it's now another option for you to consider when looking for a mid-size fast resin 3D printer. Now, even though this is not a review and a sponsored video, I still have some feedback because no 3D printer is perfect. Currently, my biggest call out for this machine at the time of release right now of making this video and releasing it is that there is no Mac support for any of the slicers just yet. So we're still waiting on Chi2Box to release a Mac version for this latest update that supports the Saturn IV Ultra 16K, and it'll probably be a few weeks, if not longer, before Lychee has support for this machine as well. And we're also still waiting on Elegoo to release their own satellite version of their own slicer for the Mac. So if you're a Mac user, you might want to wait, or just be aware that you're going to have to wait until one of these other slicers are available for this printer. Now, it's awesome that Elegoo added these handles on the build plate. However, it still has this raised design that's going to capture some of the resin, so it might be a little bit of a challenge to have that either drip dry or clean, or get a paper towel and shove it in there to get that cleaned out before swapping out to different colors of resin. The other thing I want to mention is you're definitely going to need to play around with your bottom exposure settings. I ended up having to go significantly lower than what I normally work with for this textured build plate. Things were just sticking so incredibly well to this build plate textured design. So just keep that in mind when testing and printing with this machine, that you'll probably need to go a little bit lower than you initially anticipated. I was doing like 15 seconds, 20 seconds, 25 seconds. Anything over that was way too strong. And the last one's really minor, but I wish I had direct access control to those vat heating functions right on the very first screen of the printer. But I have gotten some incredible looking prints off of this machine, and that new heated vat is so nice. It just works incredibly well, and I'm extremely happy with how they've integrated that and work with it. You no longer need to have a built-in heater inside the unit. It just directly plugs in, or not even plugs in, it sort of just has those prongs that connect it, and then you can decide if you want it on or off, or preheat the resin or not preheat the resin, and it just works seamlessly. And Elegoo, now that you've added this to the Saturn 4 Ultra, we're gonna need this on all of the resin printers moving forward, or at least an option. Now, I also want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters for your continued support of me making content like this here on the interwebs. If you're interested in things like the resin 3D printer settings that I use for my Saturn 4 Ultra 16K, I'll have those over in my Patreon. But let me know what you think about this update from Elegoo and their new heated vat and the update in the resolution, and if you're going to consider picking up one yourself. Hey, thanks so much for watching, you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye now. I know this video is sponsored by Elegoo, but seriously, that heated vat just works so well on this machine. I really hope they have options for this moving forward for the rest of the lineup of 3D printers. So good.